says he is the best man for the job, but many people are wondering just who is U.S. 3rd District Democratic nominee Tommy Schrader.
Well, News Channel 15's Holly Campbell met with Schrader today and joins us live in the newsroom with more on the man who could be our next congressman. Holly.
Well, loyal and just a regular Joe. That's how Tommy Schrader describes himself. And he's no stranger to the ballot, having run in at least 8 races. But this time, his $8 campaign clinched him a spot on the November ballot.
Drinking a couple of beers, to be honest. And if you don't like that, don't vote for me.
It's a day of celebration for Tommy Schrader after clinching the Democratic nomination for the 3rd Congressional District.
I smiled because I had a feeling I was going to win.
This is where Tommy Schrader lives, at the Coliseum Inn in Fort Wayne. And this is who he's taking on in November for the 3rd Congressional seat.
I think I can beat Jim Banks.
But who is Tommy Schrader?
Tommy Schrader is an honest guy that wants to work for a living.
Who has a viral video and loves politics.
That's in my blood.
Schrader is a Fort Wayne native. He went to Snyder High School before dropping out after his sophomore year when he says he developed a mental illness. He later got his GED and studied politics at the Anthus Career Center. His work history includes a library and the AIDS task force. Unemployed, he says he's trying to get an apartment.
It's kind of hard to manage money when you smoke and you drink beer and, you know, hotel room.
In his free time, he says he likes to read, study politics, and hang out at his favorite spots around town.
I like to hang out at Pint and Slice and Zippel's Rib Bar.
Pretty much just your all-around average Joe, according to Schrader.
Pay our taxes, we don't cause any problems, have a couple beers, and I smoke cigarettes, and I know it's not good for my health, but you know, I'm not some prude.
A regular Joe who is hoping to move from his room at a motel to Washington, D.C.
One of my goals is to win the election. Frankly, make $189,000 a year wouldn't be bad at all, you know.
Check out Wayne.com for our full interview with Schrader. Live in the newsroom, Holly Campbell, News Channel 15.
Story that started nearly 60 years ago when a Fort Wayne woman lost her favorite sheet music.
For decades, she tried to find it, and News Channel 15's Holly Campbell joins us with this story of how the music found her.
Mary Lou Brunson thought she was just buying an accordion, but what came with the old instrument was priceless. Mary Lou Brunson and her band, Musical Memories, play in nursing homes every month. They play songs of the past, but not her favorite song. That's because she lost it nearly 6 decades ago, or so she thought, until she bought a used accordion set from CCC Music Store.
On the top of the pile of music was this song I had lost 58 years ago.
She thought it was just a copy. Then she looked inside.
I brought it home and opened it up, and here was my handwriting inside. I thought, how can this be?
What Brunson had forgotten was that she gave that sheet music to a young student all those years ago. And when that student wanted to sell her accordion a few days ago, she threw in the music for free.
This is what brought us all together.
All I wanted to do was find somebody to make use of the accordion.
Little did she know that somebody would be her old music teacher.
When I found this, I couldn't believe it. And it said, Carol Jean Embody. My teacher is Mary Lou Brunson. I started this book May 26, 1958. The music I lost in 1958 came back to me in 2016, 58 years later.
And 58 years later, Brunson can still play the upbeat tune she's always adored. Maybe this time the lesson was you can't put a price.
It cost 40 cents back then. What would it cost today?
On the power of music.
It's great to discover people besides music. I hadn't seen Carol in 58 years, so this has been a lot of fun.
The owner of CCC Music says this was actually the first accordion to come through his store. In Studio 15, Holly Campbell, News Channel 15. We're inside Summit Sports Comics and Games at Jefferson Point. This is just one business participating in Pokemon Go in hopes of cashing in.
And then the more Pokemon you catch, you can transfer.
From comic book stores
I've seen a lot of people walking around here.
to ice cream shops,
This is marketing gold.
everyone is cashing in on the Pokemon Go craze.
Some guy right there.
Summit Sports Comics and Games has put out what are called lures. For just a few dollars, businesses can attract Pokemons to their businesses, bringing people through their doors.
We set off a lure and we had like 6 people in the store at one time. I gave up counting at 30 people on Monday.
Someone put a lure on us yesterday, and that was pretty cool. We had an entire bicycle herd of people come by.
Local businesses say since people have to go out and explore the city in order to find Pokemon, setting up their businesses as Poke Spots is exposing them to new customers.
They've come in, they bought a few things, and said they'll be back because they didn't know it was here before.
We had people come into the store who've never been here before.
Customers are coming over and realizing, wow, there's an ice cream shop here.
Pokemon Go can last a few weeks or maybe a few years. But for now, businesses say they're embracing the hype and hoping it keeps people out exploring.
But from a business perspective, it really is helping to drive more population.
Area restaurants and bars are also cashing in on Pokemon Go. There are several meetups and bar crawls all across the city this weekend. Reporting live at Jefferson Point, Holly Campbell, News Channel 15.